the video, like in particular that I'll upload, is the Sam player, and he's former Austin star, and this was like another bad luck thing. And there's no way, like he.
Step into the ring.
Sure. It's kind of ironic that you point that out. Just because like I ended up at the local that I got ninth at this past Friday, I ended up winners round 2. I ended up playing a Samus who's been doing very very well here, and it was like game 3, last stock last hit situation, knocked me off stage, and then I just neutral get upped into a bomb and got charge shot comboed, and
That's exactly how I lost the last match.
Yeah,
and that's exactly that you'll see.
So what's really weird is what I was told when I talked to somebody about that specific situation, is that you really want to just hold the ledge. And to me that sounds weird because I'm like, won't I get hit by the bomb? But as far as I understand, the bomb's hitbox is not very big. So when Samus is like doing down B and it like pops her up and then she places the bomb, by the time it falls it shouldn't hit you, and if it does, I'm pretty sure
just falls slightly below.
Yeah, and so like basically what
I did that a couple of times.
Yeah, so basically when she tries to run up and like down smash at you, or if she tries to run up and like actually hit you with an up tilt or a down tilt or something like that, that's your opportunity to get past her. It just feels unnatural. It feels very very weird to begin with. Good stall. Okay, when you're on the ledge, just try to mix between neutral get up and jump, because you've done neutral get up 3 times since we've started. So just focus on mixing between those 2 options 50% of the time. Like if I knock you off stage and okay, yeah. So don't definitely don't want to kick from the corner there at high percent, because it's the risk is not worth the reward. Okay, yep. So like in this matchup specifically, I know I've told you not to really focus so much on using Phantom, but I think the main thing that we want to try to focus on is when you're fighting against a character like this that's like kind of slower, I would opt to use it a little bit more, just because it covers your approach. So I know this is kind of conflicting information, but to me it seems like what's going on is you're struggling trying to like get a hit in basically, and so that's because like I'm kind of making it hard for you to come in. So this is gonna have to make me rethink, because like the thing is like if you do it and you haven't been doing it, I'm gonna have to be like, oh shit, okay, because like I'm not expecting it. But if you start to do it often, then I'll be able to like call it out and get past you or teleport into you or something. So don't be afraid to still throw it out every once in a while, if for some reason you're having trouble getting in, because you know if you do it and it works and you get in, then that's good. If you do it and it doesn't work, then at least you're still in the same position you were before. Okay. All right. Great. Okay, so after that down tilt, dash attack. You can do an instant dash attack after the down tilt. Good. Okay. Okay. I like the Nehrus there. Okay. Try to drop shield, dash back, don't roll. Okay. There's some slight hesitation after you land the hit. You like land the hit and then like you do a dash and then you charge Phantom. Yes, that's what I want to see. I want you charging Phantom as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. Like the dash attack. Good. Okay. Okay, so you're doing neutral get up.
Yeah, I've noticed. Nope.
Did neutral get up again?
No, I was trying to jump.
Oh, you tried to jump there?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Am I just like I've had multiple like talking about my get-ups and, like, oh, you did neutral get up again when I get caught like that, and like I'm literally in the process of trying to like jump.
So the thing about the thing about jump is, first of all, when you're jumping from the ledge, are you like holding forward and you're jumping?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't do that. So just
Okay.
press jump, because the thing is if you press, like, if you're doing jump, I'm gonna actually jump out of the arena real fast because I just want to like try to show you something, because I think it's very beneficial to like actually see this. So I can.
So jump and then a direction.
So yeah, so it's not so much like, because the thing is if you hit forward and jump, you're not inputting jump. You're hitting forward and jump. So what you're inputting is technically the directions most likely being inputted first. And so what you're actually seeing in that moment is you are still neutral get upping. So when you're saying like, oh, I'm jumping, if you're jumping, I wouldn't be able to hit you there, and I'm going to show you why. So let me share my screen real quick. I think it'll actually be better.
Glad I asked that question.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just share the screen. Okay, so can you see what I see right now?
Yes.
Okay, so all right. Since I'm streaming this is like the best way I can show you this while I'm streaming. So anyway, so basically what we're gonna do here is I'm going to do it frame by frame, and I'm going to do invincibility, so I'll be blue when the invincibility comes up. I'll turn that on just in case, and then I'm going to have the camera zoomed in on Zelda. So when you're on the ledge here, right? So if you hit forward, like this is the neutral get up animation, and then basically it ends about right here. So this is where you're still getting hit, and you might think that you jump. If you jump, like, let's wait for this to run out. So if I input jump here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So like it's very similar, but the difference is that the invincibility is a lot shorter. So if you jump, it's like more of an instantaneous decision. So it becomes more than just like mixing between the two of them. Like this one, you're technically only vulnerable for 1 frame if you end up like putting in your shield or something after you get up. So when you jump, the thing is that while you are technically vulnerable as soon as frame 12, as soon as you're like up out of here, like you will shoot up. So by the time the neutral get up would have ended, you're already like well into the air. So if they covered neutral get up, you're going to be out of that situation. So the thing that I want to make sure that isn't happening is when you're inputting like jump, you don't want to input forward, because this is me inputting forward and jump right here. I'm hitting them at the same time, and it's like it's inconsistent. So what you want to do is you want to hit jump, and then when your character starts doing anything, then you can hold your direction, because you can hold forward, you can hold backward, you know, you can like double jump immediately, you can like do a Nehru's facing away. That would be something that I think would be good for you to practice, just as like a mix up from the ledge. So those two things are really important, and why you want to mix between them 50% of the time. But it can't be it can't be so like random, because like the thing is like if I'm up close there and I put out down tilt, like if you did jump and I put out down tilt early, like it can catch your jump, yeah. But if you do a neutral get up, then the down tilt will whiff. So at that point, that's when like get up attack is also still an option, but you know it's still very risky. Like when you're on the ledge, it's a hard place to be at. The thing that you have to mix up also is your timings, you know.
Right.
So I think what I want to do, what this might be helpful. I mean I imagine it would, is that I'm gonna go ahead and have you like place me on the ledge, and then I want you to try to just like ledge trap me, and I'm gonna try to get past you. And I think that seeing how I get past what you decide should be beneficial to seeing how like I would do it, or like how it needs to be done.
Okay. That'll be helpful.
No, you're fine.
When I'm get up, I'm doing build. I think I'm doing it to like run around or something else.
Well, you usually are, because like I noticed that when you do a neutral get up, I think what you do is like you do neutral get up, and then as soon as you get up, like as soon as you stand, you down tilt, and that's like it's okay in theory, if you're trying to sort of like mix me up, because here's the thing, like if we're at the ledge, so the arena ID, I've got that for you, is G0YJJ, and the password is the same, 929. So if I'm on the ledge and, or let's say I'm ledge trapping you and you're on the ledge, and I'm just going to use down tilt as an example. If I use down tilt at the ledge, sometimes people will take that as an opportunity to react, and then they're like, because like, oh, your move's over. But down tilt is an excellent option to try to throw out at the ledge to bait a response. It's not really designed to hit with. If you do hit them with it, then like you can obviously jump back charge phantom, or you can try to do a follow-up fair. I think jump back charge phantom is more reliable, but if you think you can get the kick, that's fine. But like if you're standing here like at the ledge and you're down tilting somebody, you can like down tilt a couple times to try to catch their neutral get up. But like the thing is that there is a period where, you know, your hitbox isn't there anymore. It's a quick move, but they can do a neutral get up to shield. So sometimes you'll see this, because like you're trying to bait them to do something, and then like you might like do a dash, like a run back, like pivot grab or something at the ledge, what have you. So what I'm gonna do is I want you to stand right here, and I'm going to try to get past you, and I want you to just use like, you can stand about like right here on this line, because down tilt will cover. Yeah, about right there is good. A little closer, sorry, I pushed you. So like if I wait here, get a little closer. That's, yeah, about right there. See, so like you'll hit me from there. So now go ahead. See, so like the thing is that I'm going to try to get past you in some way, and I want you to try to like make sure that you don't let me past. See, so like roll will beat that. See, like I'm getting out of it because of like I'm mixing up those options. So the thing is that like roll is like a terrible option from the ledge because it's so laggy. But the thing is that like if someone is so committed on doing this because you've only been neutral get upping, right? Like if I neutral get up and you smack, go ahead and hit me like with down tilt.
Oh,
You're fine. Like if I do, just keep spamming down tilt. See, so like I can beat you with get up attack, and I can also beat this with roll. But like down tilt is the option to beat or to attempt to beat the two options that are good, like this and jump. It just depends on the timing. So that's why like it's kind of better for Zelda to like sit back and to just charge Phantom at roll distance. Because I think I talked to you about this before. Go ahead and grab the ledge and then just roll onto stage. So you want to be about like literally right where I was. So go ahead and grab the ledge. And then I want you to roll as soon as I have the Phantom finished. So like either I hit you or the Phantom hits you. The thing is that like this is all the pressure that we need because this is doing all the work at the ledge for us. So that's why, again, it's so much better for us to like charge the Phantom here. But the thing is that since I know you're only neutral get upping, like I don't even rely on the Phantom. I just like run up and I just like smack you. So the best way for you to get past this is that you're going to have to guess. You're going to have to be like, okay, maybe this is an opportunity where I do try to roll afterwards, you know, or I do try to do a get up attack to stuff them out. It's just something that you have to mix between. When I told you originally that doing neutral get up to shield or doing jump is like, those are the options that you want to do most of the time. It's true, but you want to still mix between them and you're going to have to mix up your timing. So the thing is that like, if I throw out down tilt as soon as you jump, if we were both to do them at the same time, you would actually, I'm pretty sure you'd still be able to get past me if we did them at the same time. And the reason for that is that down tilt's active frame 5, but it's going to be active frame 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you're invulnerable for 12 frames when you jump. So that means by the time that the move is over, you should be able to already be like over me and past me. So even if I stand here and spam down tilt, it's, you know, whatever. If for some reason you do it and I do this a little like later, like if you grab the ledge and then I do it, if you did your jump at like a little bit after I did, then I will catch you, right? So yeah. That's the difference here is using neutral get up to shield or using jump is going to be a good option, like to switch between 50% of the time you want to do one or the other. But there's still going to be those instances where like if somebody is like on you and you need to get past them, like if they're constantly doing this, then yeah, roll is going to get past that, or get up attack is going to stuff them out for trying to do this. But the issue lies in when someone does something like this. The thing is like, let's go ahead and down tilt, or no, down tilt, I'm sorry. Go ahead and grab the ledge, and then I want you to just roll. So grab the ledge and then roll. See, so like I'm doing this at the ledge to bait you to do something. And if I dash back and I up tilt, it's gonna catch your roll. But the thing is that if I down tilt and I dash back and you did neutral get up or you did jump, I'm not gonna hit you. So it's all about knowing when to mix in the other two options. And the only time that you can really mix between those two is when your opponent is like for example, if you've ever played against a Cloud and they're like waiting for you and you just do this and you just let your invincibility run out and the Cloud's standing right there, eventually they get baited and they'll like try to dash attack at you and you just wait for them to do something, you wait for them to come at you and then you take the risk. Because you'll be able to beat them for trying to hit you while you're on the ledge, because their dash attack will cover ledge. So this is what you do in reaction to that. When we're playing on Wi-Fi, a lot of your ability to react to me on the ledge and whatnot is severely hindered. So you have to guess a lot more. So that's something that is also at play here. So what I'm going to do is I want you to forward throw me. You're going to set up your Phantom and you're going to stay like right there. And I'm going to try to get past you. See, so like all I did there was I did neutral get up. So now that you know that I'm going to do that, you need to figure out a way to beat it. So the next time is knowing that I did that to get past that, that's something you have to remember. So the next time, go ahead and forward throw me charge Phantom, and then this time just dash forward. Don't run, just dash after the Phantom and down tilt. So yeah,
No.
right. That was like, yeah, so forward throw, charge Phantom, dash forward, down tilt. Okay, see, I did it a little too soon, still got hit by the Phantom. So go ahead and do it again. I'm gonna wait for your Phantom. Okay, I did that a little too bad. All right, we'll try it one more time. Oh, stop! Don't say that. I do that too. I'm like, not the Katy Perry, but yeah. You're fine. You're fine. We're running out of time, so it's a little hard to do. But basically, you only like go for gambles like that when you have data to go off of. So in your position, you at the ledge, since you're only doing a neutral get up, it's like I don't have to change what I'm doing to beat you. So even though you were like, well, I did jump there and I still got hit, it's that the thing is that you're not changing up the timing of what you do. And the thing is like sometimes like if someone's like running at you at the ledge and you've only been neutral get upping, like that's what get up attack does kind of beat. If someone's trying to like run up, that's why like you'll see people that will run up to the ledge and they'll just hold shield. Because that is how they punish that. So I mean, it's hard to get off the ledge in this game. But the thing is that it's just something that you have to start mixing between. So I would rather you do the same option from the ledge 6 times in a row, as long as you did it with different timings, right? But what it seems like is that when you grab the ledge, it's like you wait a little bit and then like you do your option. And so it's just kind of easy for me to like not know necessarily what option you're going to choose, but I know like when you're going to attempt to get back to the stage. Okay. So yeah, what we want to do is we just want to try to work on that more. So let's go ahead and just play, and then I'll try to go from there. And you know what I mean? We'll try to see like what situations you're waiting more in, what you're not, because there's a lot of different things to consider in terms of like, if you're higher percent, obviously if you're grabbing the ledge too soon, like if, for example, I throw you off at 90% and you immediately teleport at a disadvantage to the ledge and you grab the ledge, like I know you're not gonna have that much invincibility. So you have to make a choice very quickly, right? Yeah. So like, that's when I'll just like run up and like down tilt at the ledge just to try to get you to do something. So like, I think that the more that you effectively learn how to ledge trap in those situations, that's going to be a lot better for you in determining how you yourself get up off the ledge, because almost all the other characters in the game don't have something else to work with like Zelda does in terms of like the Phantom. So let's go ahead and fight, and what I'm going to be paying attention to is like your ledge trapping specifically, and we'll kind of work on that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that, do you know why that happens?
Yeah, well,
yeah, it's just because you didn't choose an option quick enough. So yeah, if you ever see somebody off stage, like I know that was kind of quick. Okay, cool.
I mean, I know that one was Palu.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's just because I think you were either choosing not to do something, or you're air dodging, or like might try to jump. So like in those situations, you can just like Nehru's, yeah. Good. I killed myself, but you did jump past me, so that was fine. You definitely mixed up the timing there. So that was much better. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. As soon as you knock me off stage there, jump back, charge Phantom. So you were fine. Like when you got up, like your shield blocked the F smash, and from there, like you did a dash grab. So when you're in the corner, you cannot be taking committal. You can't be making committal choices like that. And I think that because those are still present, that's like something that like is something that we really have to eliminate from your gameplay. Because like I think that you caught me with like an F smash earlier when I was getting off the ledge or something, like a turnaround F smash. I think you did a neutral get up to F smash. So like
Yeah, that was
Sure, but like we just want to rid ourselves of like really ever trying to like hit somebody back when we're in disadvantage. So like if I'm here, like the game is not about me trying to fight you anymore. Like go ahead and stand right here. Like if I'm like right here and I'm on the ledge, like the only goal I have is to just get to center. Yeah, I'm just trying to get past you. And sometimes like, you know, I can't just make like a bum's rush for center because you might jump in nair me or jump in up air me or call me out or something like that. So the best thing that I can say is that in a situation like this, when you're like trying to get past your opponent, you need to make that rule for yourself. And if you've written this down, I don't care. I still want you to write it down again because I know it helps with memory and retention. Is that if you're in disadvantage, you have not earned the right to hit someone back yet. You have to reset neutral. You have to opt to reset neutral. Like MK Leo, I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I was watching something recently and it was a very, very good quote from MK Leo, which he stated that the players who opt to play neutral more are the So because of that means that like in this situation you need to opt to play neutral. You don't need to opt to like down tilt as soon as you get up or F smash or like dash grab. Like these are not options that you want to be taking because sure, it'd be nice to get a grab, but like if you're in the corner, like the only thing that you really need to be focused on is just getting back to center. Now that doesn't mean that like if your opponent leaves themselves wide open that you can't like punish them accordingly and like take the hit. The reason that we're making these rules is because eventually after following these rules for so long, you will be able to stray from those rules because there will be exceptions to the rule. So yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll just start off and we'll just play and go from there. Okay, good. All right, still got out of the corner.
Ow.
Nice. Okay. Okay, I still appreciate the fact that you went for a neutral or a get up attack. It was still something different, so that's good. That's something I also don't see you ever do. Maybe that's something that you can definitely do. Like if somebody gets close, is you can always like do like a drop from ledge, nair onto stage. Because again, like if we go over the options that are reactable and the options that aren't, this is not something that your opponent can react to. Like they have to guess because it's very quick. If you do it as fast as you possibly can, which would take practice.
That's something I need to lab because. And like I don't think I've ever done any of the things drop from legend or attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Something also that we could implement is something I see Ven do time to time, is they do that, which is like you can jump from the ledge and do kick, but because you're interrupting the jump with a double jump, like all I'm doing is jumping from ledge and then I'm hitting double jump again as soon as possible. So you can see I'm immediately double jumping. And then I'm immediately putting out my fair. So like if you go ahead and stand right here. Like if somebody is like, yeah, go ahead and move right here. If somebody is standing, oh, you're fine.
Sorry, 1 second, I'm writing.
Oh, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, where
Okay.
was I standing?
So just like right here, like if your opponent, like a little closer. Yeah, that's good. So like if your opponent is like, you know, trying to like hit you from here, like you can always threaten a kick like that and it's still, you're still moving, right? So it's like they want to respect the kick because like if they're too close trying to like hit you from the ledge, you're going to be able to like just get up and cover that area. The other thing is that you can always like drop from ledge, kick like this. And it's a very unsafe thing to do, but it's very quick. So it's like you're calling somebody out with these choices. So I think what we need to do is we need to work on your choice making, like your decision making from the ledge, because while I've stated that it's only good to do neutral get up to shield or jump, that's sort of like just a rule of thumb. So from your jump, there's a lot that you can do. Like you could definitely like jump Nehrus, you could double jump Nehrus, you could jump Nehrus, and basically what I'm doing is I'm hitting jump and then Nehrus and then I'm hitting back, so I do a B turn, like I'm buffering it out of the jump animation you can see, and then like I try to get back like this. Sometimes I'll even do like a risky like if I know that like they chose like a laggy option. Sometimes like, you know, once you get like better at telecancels, you can always like try to telecancel onto the platform or land on it. Like there's a lot of different options that you can do. Something else I do often, which is very difficult to perform, but it's something that you can like practice, is like doing the instant ledge Fair Wars, which is where like you're dropping down, you're double jumping. I know you want to try that immediately, but it's very, very difficult. Basically what I'm doing is I'm dropping down, I'm double jumping, and then hitting up B and holding forward towards the stage. And so, yeah, so it's a lot, but it's something that you, I mean, it can clearly, it can be done. And it was something that, again, I had to practice 100 times, like often, like a lot, before I started getting pretty consistent with it. Because the hitbox is so big, and you got a hitbox on the startup and the reappearance, it can be a good way to sort of like sneak your way in. Because a lot of Zeldas like to do like this, and I do that time to time, but it's very punishable. So doing this can make your opponent think that like you're trying to do that, and then they like dash back to cover it, and you're still in place, and then you can safely get up. So there's still a lot of different options that we can perform from the ledge. It's just a matter of knowing what options to choose, and going from there. So I think
that last one will probably that'll get put on the as far as things practice.
Oh sure, yeah, of course. I just kind of want to show you that like in the long run, there's a lot of different things that you can do from the ledge that stray from the recommended neutral get up to shield or jump, or uses a combination of both. So I think that your stage is set to small battlefield, or for some reason it's just been So just go ahead and choose a PS2. Random. You can choose choose random. That's fine. We can choose random. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose let's see.
Choose your fighter.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Sephiroth just because I still want to see how you're staying in the mid range. So we're gonna do that next. Because I'm seeing you like dash in a lot and doing like these pivot up tilts and stuff, and I think that we need to restrict our movement a little more. So in this matchup, like obviously, like, you know, if you're not like walking and shielding, like it can be very difficult in the matchup. Okay. Good DI out. Okay, so you did jump there. So it was just the timing that I guessed. Like, Sephiroth down tilt is actually active for a long time. It's like active for like 19 frames or something crazy. So it's just kind of like one of those like high tier DLC moves. See, yeah, perfect. Perfect. You changed up your timing and then you immediately... Yeah. Okay, that was, yeah. Little long on the shield there. Okay. Great. Loved that. It wasn't. It was not stupid. It wasn't stupid. You call. It's a risk. If I had done Octaslash, sure, but I didn't. So like, you still have to give yourself credit when you make a good decision. Like.
I don't think I didn't know you weren't gonna.
But you didn't know I was going to do Octaslash, so I mean, like, you still. This game is still about guessing, you know. So when you guess correctly, it's like, it's kind of like, cool, I got that right, and then you move along. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna do that every time.
Oh god.
Ouch. Okay. Good. Still like that you jumped. Now remember, you did something immediately. Good. Very good. Okay, so yeah, like... Yep, okay. So at this percent, just back throw me, or up throw me, you won't get anything off down throw. Okay. Good.
Dash through. I held forward again.
That's okay. Okay, yeah. That I loved. That I loved. You hit me and then you did jump back charge phantom. That was excellent. Okay. Yes. Yes. And see, yeah, you can stay right there. Like, I have to come to you at this point. Okay, so you got a little overzealous, and then... Okay, good, you got past me. Great, good. Yeah, using Phantom level 4 more, I think, is what I see in your future. Because, like, it does... Great. It does cover... you know, jump from the ledge, and it covers this platform depending on, like, where you are with it.
Yeah, that dare.
Yeah. I love the attempt. I love the attempt.
I guess maybe I do now that I think about it, 'cause that felt natural. Done that.
Yeah. The other thing is like, obviously, like, again, when I'm telling you, like, oh, you should do this, and you should do this, and you should do this, there's, like, a lot of your brain that you, like, have to actively turn off, because you, like, have to be like, oh, okay, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and this, and that's all I'm allowed to do right now, and so it can feel unnatural. So when the natural part of you returns, like, it'll, yeah, like, it'll all come together. It's just something that's very slow. Be like, Phantom level 4 would have smacked me there. Great.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, that's just gonna reach.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've forgotten. Oh,
Oh,
no,
you're okay.
It's completely unrelated but funny. So because the layout of particular controller, the capture button is kind of closer to the joystick normally would be. So I've got anytime I'm doing my thumbs like not like fully centered on the joystick where it's like slightly pushed to one side or whatever, I've now got a million captures random battles because like I'm taking screenshots mid battle by accident all the time.
Oh.
Like it happens.
I accidentally taunt people a lot when I play, and then I'm like, okay, well I can't let them know that was an accident, so I have to just own it. But my fat thumb, like, girl, I do the same fucking thing. It's scary. Actually, let me switch real quick. So
Choose your fighter. Sephiroth.
now I'm going to, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna do I'm gonna play Sora. Sora's like not my best character, but I definitely think Zelda goes even in this matchup. And the key in this matchup here is like, again, with Zelda's the character that wants to act second, and so you really like have to think that they're gonna act first. So I'm gonna be like throwing out a lot of shit at you, and you're gonna be trying to stay in shield. Like something that Soras do a lot is they love to fucking like do like this, and they like the run up and dash grab, so that kind of beats you shielding. So if I throw out like this on your shield, like go ahead and shield, I want you to just jump afterwards. See, then I missed the grab. So it's like you have to know what I'm looking for. This other thing, like the side B, like this is just like something that a lot of Soras will try to, yes. And that's exactly what you want to do. What I would recommend is shielding the first two, and then like just dropping shield after that one, because it becomes easier to parry. Because I don't know if you know this, but against Sora, the more he uses it, the slower it gets.
I did not know that, but
yeah.
I also, a lot of Soras will only use the two sometimes.
Yeah.
Like mix up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I played a lot of them. Sora's weird for me because I feel like, and I initially did not like fighting Soras because I felt like I had to play against Sora like in a way that I had not have to any other character. Like it was completely dissimilar from the way I play against anyone else.
Sure. Yeah. He's definitely a weird character. He's definitely a character where like if you ever charge Phantom against him, you cannot like you don't approach after you charge the Phantom.
Right, exactly. It's the same sort of Sephiroth thing.
Yeah, it's just that with Sephiroth, it's like Zelda can sort of use that to her advantage because his counter is a projectile. So it's like you can set up Phantom, run up, and reflect it, but you can't reflect Sora's because his is like a physical hit. So so you already know that, so that's good. So basically, I'm just gonna be trying to like poke at you, and you're gonna be using Nehru's quite a bit to get me off of you, and you're probably going to be waiting in shield quite a bit, but you also want to stick to jumping out of shield because like you don't want me to dash grab you all the time. So
yeah.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and go for it. Okay. Great. Good. Yeah, don't grab out of shield. I like that you're punishing the first hit nair with your nair. It's kind of ideal. It's like literally what you should be doing. That looked like cinematic, like we were posing for a photo shoot. Yeah, you can't reflect it.
Oh, I thought you were...
Oh, no, you're good. Good.
Did I hit that terribly?
Yeah, that's okay. good. Great, that was good. I liked how you jumped, but you like held backwards. It was a good mix-up. Good. Okay. Okay.
I'm throwing it out.
That's okay. You're still mixing it up. Okay.
Oh. I assumed you were 5 feet. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I assumed 5B after. Please,
Yeah, see, like, it's kind of like bleh, because, like, you probably would have read, like, an actual Sora player doing something like that. So, I don't blame you for going for it. But, yeah, I think that, you know, part of the, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but I think part of it might be, like, when you're fighting against Zelda, it's probably, like, you don't fight very many Zeldas offline, I imagine.
well, there was only myself and Ray, and suddenly there are like 12 of us. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like the
Oh my god. Well, I mean, like, that can be good. I wonder if you guys...
No, it's great.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, I think, you know, of an aspect. Like, that's not something that, like, I'm used to. Like, the only other Zelda that was here was, I think there's, like, one new Zelda now, but they're, like, they're very, like, they're a beginner. And then there's, there is a, okay, good. There is a, there's just that one, and then there's Mysterica, but she doesn't really play Zelda much anymore. She still will, like, have fun. Okay.
What were you trying to do there?
Okay.
I always mess up that timing. Like, I know that timing better than anyone.
It can be weird because, like, you know, at that, like, once the Phantom's finished, like, Zelda's able to, since she's able to throw it, it's just, it really does kind of keep people on their toes. Okay, not sure how I got grabbed, but that's cool. Probably just teleporting a little too soon there. Good, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, backing off a little too much, and remember, try to keep your movement with the dashes, don't run. Good. Okay, you're in disadvantage. Don't try to hit me back yet. You need to reset neutral, and neutral's like when we're both like in a grounded state and we're both fishing for a hit.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I can do anything about that.
So I think what I'm noticing is that since I told you to go ahead and start using the Phantom a little bit more, you definitely seem to play a lot more comfortable. And I think that that's because, obviously, we both know that Phantom is such an important tool for Zelda in terms of, like, her conditioning, in terms of, in terms of, like, how she navigates the battlefield. So the thing is knowing when you can get away with charging Phantom and knowing when you can't is kind of like the T. And so when I say Phantom is not a neutral tool, it's not. Like, it's not something that you really want to be charging in neutral. But, however, of course, it depends on other factors. So, like, if for some reason we're at a distance, like, if I charge Phantom here, unless you teleport into me after seeing me start it, you probably won't reach me by the time it's ready. You might, but you probably won't. And then Zelda always has the option to, like, you know, call that out. So, like, that's going to be something that, like, we don't want to take away from you. But in neutral, that's why I always say, like, it's best to use down tilt, up tilt, short hop, nair, because these are options where it's like, you don't necessarily have to worry too much about someone punishing you because you always can shield after these very quickly. You can't really do a Phantom and shit, like, it's gonna take a minute before your shield can come up or before you can do something else. So now that we've sort of established down tilt, up tilt, short hop, nair in neutral, what we really want to start working on now is like baiting with dash back. So I think the thing is that, like, when we're up close like this, Zelda really wants to be doing this a lot because it allows her to decide whether or not she's going to keep going and go away, or whether or not she can, like, dash back, throw out a move, dash back, up tilt, dash back, turn around, up tilt, dash back, short hop, nair in, dash back, like, dash forward, dash back, jump. Like, this is where you want to keep your movement based with Zelda. It's just because her initial dash is so good. It's like it's top 30 in the game, and it's also keeping you available. Like, granted, you know, you can't really shield until it's over, but you can still jump at any point during it to get out of a situation, and you can still attack pretty much at any point during it. It just depends, like, when you input the attack. So what I want to start seeing from you now is whenever we're, like, in a close quarter situation, I don't want you, like, running away like this. I want you to, like, keep your ground, but I want you to try to focus on using this and, like, trying to bait me to come in. Because, like, if I'm doing this and you're, like, trying to come in at me, for the most part, like, I can always be like, okay, I'm just gonna dash again, because you want to stay at a distance from your opponent. We don't want to be, like, going in and trying to, like, just do stuff like this all the time. Like, we don't really want to do that, because this is more so to cover This is like to cover an approach from above. It technically is like a combo tool, but mainly like this is like an anti-air. Now, if for some reason your opponent is like throwing shit out on your shield and you can land an up tilt, like you know that you can, like yeah, that's fine. You can do like up tilt, nair, whatever. But it all comes from the dash. It all comes from like dashing around and trying to see how your opponent is going to try to invade your space. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play, but what I'm going to be mainly doing is, and you're going to be able to watch this back, is I'm going to be focusing more so on movement, and I'm not going to be trying to necessarily attack you. I'm just going to be trying to like stay out of your range. So let's just go ahead and play like a normal game, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay.
Oh shit, I'm still alive.
Yeah, good DI.
That was... I thought
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you're in the corner, or close to the corner, you're at 120 something %. It's just not an option you want to take at that percent. Good throw.
No.
So it seems like you were starting to get like really comfortable with like you would throw something out, and then like if you whiff, you would throw something else out. So just be very cautious doing that, because like it's okay to do that like in theory or every so often, but it's like you would throw out something, and if you miss, you throw out like an F tilt or something. It's fine to do. No, it's okay. It's like it's okay because like you were doing better than you have been, and I think the thing is because that definitely caught me by surprise, and you were definitely continuing to move, and you weren't giving up too much stage. I think it might be because you had like a little bit more stage to work with. But regardless, I think that you were also, you know, starting to adapt to like how I was playing, which, you know, that takes time. I think that sometimes when we play online, like it can be hard to like feel like one is doing well, because like it can take you a while to like sort of start to feel out how somebody's playing. Which is another reason why like the fundamental rules are so important for ourselves, because like you said, like you got somebody that's like unseated, or they're not seated very well, and they're like from somewhere else, and they end up like, you know, doing very well against you because you're like unsure of how to approach the situation, because you don't have time to adapt to somebody that you barely know. And it can be difficult for sure. Okay, good teleport. You got back to stage. See, again, yeah. Like that should just show you like how punishable the dash grab is. If I
honestly, dash grabs are supposed to be.
Okay. Well, I think regardless, it's more so about like where you are and the percent. Like if you're trying to grab somebody that's center stage, they have way less reason to shield because they're in an advantageous position. They can run away. But like if I'm in the corner, it's like it makes more sense for me to shield, because like I don't have anywhere else really to go. Like I can try to go past you, but you can easily call that out. So shield becomes like a better option, or a more, not necessarily a better option. It's more of like an instinctual like panic choice. So you can really call that out by coming at somebody. If they're high percent, they don't want to get knocked off stage, and they also don't want to get called out. So that's why shield is going to be a lot more like, to them, it's going to be stronger when you're in the corner, right? Because it's like, oh, the opponent wants to hit me off the stage. But that's why obviously that grab just like beats that. Your chances of getting a grab are much better if they're in the corner, as opposed to like if they're center stage.
Okay.
Because like I can go anywhere I want being center stage right now. Like I have no reason to shield against you because I can always dash away, right? Like I can give up a little stage to get away from you. Like I don't need to shield your attack. But if I don't have any stage to run away with, and I really don't want to corner myself, it's not like, you know, like I can try, like I said, I can try to jump past you, but my options are more limited. And when your options are limited, that's when shield becomes like a choice that people will make.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nice. Okay, so you just like ran in and gave me control.
Yeah.
I think you down tilted the Phantom, right?
I think I have to shield.
I heard you hit the Phantom.
Oh, okay.
See how you're in the corner and you whiffed and you shielded? Because you don't have space to run away to, so that's why I was able to kind of get that grab. Sort of guessed, but...
Oh no. Okay.
Remember to work with your Phantom. Like when you're ledge trapping somebody and you've got the Phantom coming at them, you want to watch what they do in response to it, but you don't want to give up ground. So like you're getting a little, that was like, yeah, that, like I wouldn't go for stuff like that. Like you're giving up stage, you could be missing, like that's, to me, that's sort of just like the easy way out of like trying to get the kill. Like don't rush the kill. I'm sure Vince said that to you before, just let the kill happen. That's you rushing the kill. Like you're just trying to figure out how to like get the kill right then and there. And it's like, girl, we still got 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Ain't no reason for you to be so risky. Like, just charge your Phantom, make your way in with that. Yeah. Alright, your Phantom broke. Or no, that was mine. Okay. Good. Okay. A little risky option there.
Yeah, I'm expecting.
Sure, but you can just shield it. You can shield it or jump. You don't have to reflect it. Because, like, when you reflect Inspire in this matchup, it's not like it sends it back at me. So, the only time you can really do it, in my opinion, is, like, if you're off stage. Yeah, it's like, if you're on stage, just shield it. Like, Zelda can't, like, if you shield it, it's not like Zelda can... I can't, like, punish you for shield... You know what I mean? Good. Good grab. Good grab. Now, see, I was center, but I'm at higher percent, and you got closer. So I was like, okay, you're probably going to just try to hit me. And because you hadn't been throwing out grabs, that's why, like, the grab just definitely caught me off guard.
Okay.
But see, like, how, like, you played a lot safer?
Yeah, although I could tell, like, before that point, like, I was getting impatient. And
Yes.
I just, like, sort of tell myself, like, chill out.
You got to chill out the whole time. Like, I know,
Yeah.
and I know that's rough, and I think that's probably, like, that, to me, shows me, like, that's probably why you're, like, having issues when you go into bracket, is because, like, I imagine, like, you get a lead, and then, like, you try to make, like, a hasty decision, like, you try to roll behind someone and, like, back throw them, and then, like, they get past you, and, like, it's just, like, little decisions like that, or it's, like, you try to do a dash grab from the corner. It's, like, all of these sort of stem down from there. We can break them down and be like, okay, well, like, the roll behind to grab is just, like, not something I would go for, because it's, like, it's letting me get onto stage very easily, because, like, it only beats one thing. The only thing it's really going to beat is, like, if I do neutral get up to shield. Like, if I do that, then yes, you can roll behind me and grab me, but it's, like, just, and you, like, get the back throw, but it's, like, it's going to be better for you to, like, try to grab me, but not get behind me. Like, I know that's something a lot of people do. Like, you see Wolves on Elite do it all the time. But if we think about, like, risk versus reward, if we always go back to that question, if you roll behind someone and try to throw them off the stage, yeah, cool. The reward would be you get a back throw and super strong, you can kill them. The problem with that is that you're giving up stage to do it. So, like, that's the problem categorically there. The problem where if you're in the corner and you're trying to go to center and you're trying to dash grab someone, like that is, like, committal. But all of these options, regardless of how I could categorize them, it still stems to the same thing, which is that, like, it's coming from a moment of, like, impatience. And like, I think the reason that we become impatient is because, like, we're not comfortable with the idea of, like, waiting and letting things happening on their own is something that a defensive character has to do. It's like, it doesn't make any difference if I fight Palu or I fight Palutena. Like, I can't just play as fast as I possibly can, because that's not where Zelda is supposed to be played, because a lot of her tools are not meant to, like, overwhelm people, and they're not meant to like, her normals at least are not meant to, like, overwhelm people. They're specific call out moves. Like, all of her moves, like her up tilt, like, calls out like someone trying to land on you. Her fair or bear calls out someone, like you're whiff punishing an option, or you're hard punishing a choice that they made. Or you're hard calling out, like, where they're going to be because it's only active for one frame. The same thing, like, with the short hop dares that you do. Like, you have to understand that, like, the short hop dare, like, you only have one frame to hit that. If they get hit by any other part of that dare, it's negative on hit at lower percents. Like, you're not going to get a combo off of it. So it's like, that's why, like, that is just something that we have to remove altogether. Like, short hop dare out of shield is, like, it's really only effective, like, in my opinion, if you're playing against, like, a really fast character and, like, you're sort of just, like, trying to call out, like, where they're going to be in terms of, like, how they're dashing around and stuff.
3, 2,
but that's still, it's still, like, a very risky choice. Okay, so you got past me, but you froze in shield. Because you were scared of getting hit, so it's just like... It's understandable, but like, next time just... You're fine, you're listening to me. You're fine. Next time just try to like, pay attention to... Like, if you get past the Phantom, like... I would just like immediately like try to dash. Don't like freeze and shield. Because like, again, you're doing an option where it's like... You got past the Phantom, it's like, oh shit, that caught me off guard, so now I have to sort of react to what you're going to do next, and if you just stay in place, that makes it so easy for me to just, like, get to you. Because I don't have to get up, if you're shielding, I don't have to get close to you and do anything. I can just wait for you to, like, do something out of your shield and then punish you. I don't have to grab you just because you're shielding, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Interesting.
So you definitely, if the angle there was a little bit more refined, you would have been fine. Nice kick. Yeah. Like, that, I understand, like, the dash grab was, like, an attempt, but, you're doing it out of a run. So because you're doing it out of a run, it's like, I know you're coming at me, whereas opposed to, like, if you're doing this a lot, and then you do this, it's a lot more deceptive. That's like, the other importance of the, like, the movement like this is because it's keeping your movement, like, deceptive. If you're running, it's like, I know you're gonna go for something.
I do that a lot where I have, like, I that back and I just don't react fast enough.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we are also playing on Wi-Fi, so it's to be, you know, it's not something that's unavoidable, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think offline, like it's literally processing. Like I didn't even like, oh, I need to up B right away. So like,
it's too late.
Yeah, like I mean, Wi-Fi would make it harder, but I think it's actually. Like I've been noticing, like when I was playing Feral last night, there were to do things where I would need, like, I would have a punish opportunity because I, like, did not react fast enough.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so don't kick out of shield like that. The risk is just not worth the reward. Plus, like, you have to be so perfect that I would rather you just, like, short hop nair out of shield, or I would rather you just, like, short hop and just, like, jump away. Or up B. Like, I think in a lot of situations where you're trying to, like, kick out of shield, I think you should just first hit up B and teleport away. Actually, I think that's something we need to, like, work on. Not something I thought about, really.
Wait, stop for a second.
So something I'm noticing is that, like, when we're, go ahead and get down here. When we're in situations where, like, let's say I hit your shield with, like this up tilt or something, like, your instinct, go ahead and shield. Your instinct would be, like, to fair me or something, but I think that you just need to buffer up B out of shield. Something else something else you might not know is, so, like, if you're holding shield, And
yeah, you did tell me I'll be immediately out of it.
yes, but like the thing is that like if you're holding shield and you hit up B out of shield, you will. But if you mash it, I want you to like hold shield and then I want you to hit up B and I want you to mash the B button. You won't do anything. If you mash it, like and you're holding shield, you're holding up and you're hitting the B button, you should not be doing it. Won't let you do anything. So if you do that, like if you're shielding and then you expect your shield to be hit and you start doing that, what I just said, you will frame perfectly up B out of shield. So like hold shield and then I'm going to like do this. Yeah. So if you mash it, you will do it frame perfectly. So that can be useful to get out of a situation instead of you doing back air. Because you miss so many of them, and I think that it's not because like you're not being precise. It's just that you're throwing out the back airs or fairs in situations where like it doesn't matter who you are, they're gonna miss. Like if you do like the short hop in place, you can potentially hit them, but like you have to also understand that if you're doing the short hop in place, the bear is coming out a little bit slower. So it's gonna be better for you to like actually I think that's something I should do is I'm gonna switch to Zelda. And what we're gonna do, I want you to play like Cloud or Palutena, either one of them, because I think that this would be beneficial.
So, I've been doing a lot of
Okay.
A good portion of the time, like those fairs and bears are actually nairs, and I'm hitting the direction. Like I'm trying to either cross up or back, and I'm directional. Like.
Yeah, I sure, but usually like if for some reason the thing is like regardless of what you're trying to do, I still think that this is going to be a good option for you because this is Zelda's fastest out of shield punish, hands down. Like Nair, Fair, Bear, they're all frame 9, so it's like yeah, Nair might work in certain situations, but again. I know I've talked to you about using Nair out of shield, and it can be good. But like you were doing it a lot against like Sora first hit rising Nair, and you were just punishing it directly. That it's good in situations where your opponent is above you, but in situations where your opponent is landing on top of you, usually they're going to be like right next to you, and sometimes they're going to be like low profiling. So against like Pikachu, for example, this is a good example, like an excellent example. If a character is landing on your shield and afterwards their animation like pushes them down, like because Pikachu pancakes a lot, which is where like they flatten their animation or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's up B is still gonna hit that. So let's just play like normal and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Oh no. The push.
So,
Like I'm dead.
so you should be.
I was waiting for it.
Oh yeah. And I think that's sort of the key, or at least the way that I see it, is that when you watch this back, you're going to be able to see, like, in that match specifically, that there were so many situations where it's like, I could have went for a kick, or I could have went for a short hop nair, but I just opted to first hit up B, punish you. That way I get the hit, it sends you up, and then I teleport out, so it's just like I'm resetting neutral. Basically, that's what that does, is it resets neutral, because usually if your opponent is like a fast faller, by the time that you recover from the teleport, they should be able to, like, get back to the ground, but the space is reset. So it's like, to me, I would much rather go for things like that, because I'm at least guaranteeing that I'm getting the hit and I'm teleporting out, rather than, like, try to go for a fair or a bear that I'm just gonna sour spot and then I'm gonna get punished for. It's kind of the same concept as, like, when we down throw a Zelda and we try to do, like, a bear or, like, a nair, but it's like we're missing a lot. It's just going to be better to, like, forward throw or back throw, because it's like, how can I play as safely as possible? Well, if I grab somebody, how can I play as safely as possible? Okay, let me just throw them, and let me just forward throw them, because, like, that will guarantee that I get a phantom set up and it'll get me stage control. But if I throw a down throw, like, that's definitely more of a risky choice, because it's like I have to guarantee after the down throw that I know that I'm going to be able to land the nair, or I know I'm going to be able to land the bear, and I got to know that they're going to DI in or they're going to DI out or whatever. But if you just forward throw, it's like all of that headache and all of that guessing just goes away. So, like, again, I know a Zelda player who used to swear by that, and they did very well for themselves for a long time. So I think that might be something that I would really love for you to explore, is like, in if we can narrow down situations where it's like you get your hit or you get your grab or you can get your punish option, but it's like you don't really know which one to do, or it's like the one you choose to do seems to not always work out. I think it's going to be much better for you to use, like, these two options. So what I want us to do is I want you to switch to Zelda, and I want you to I'm going to play.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, it's been a while since I've done it, but I have used that in the past. I've always done stuff with it, and I've never thought about, like, using it to move around the stage as an out-of-field option.
Now, of course, if you miss,
which is why catching me off guard.
Right. So the thing is that if you miss, like, if you miss the first hit, like, you can definitely be punished, because, like, it's 75 total frames from start to finish. So any character really, unless they're, like, slow, like DDD, can probably run across the stage and still punish you. So we really want to work on fine-tuning, figuring out situations where you know your opponent is punishable by this, and that's where outofshield.com, which I think I've sent you that before.
Right.
But that's
and
yes. So that's where that website really, really comes into play, and it can be very, very helpful. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to play, let's see here. I'm going to play Bayonetta, and whenever I hit your shield, and you know that if I hit your shield with this move, like, if you feel it, that you can get up B out of shield, I want you to go for it every single time that we play, but I want you to teleport away. Now, you have to make sure that it's not in a situation where you're going to teleport and, like, obviously teleport to wherever you have more stage. So, like, if you're in the corner, we want to teleport towards center. You know, we don't want to find a situation where we have to, like, cut the teleport short. Because, like, I've seen some players that will do, like, up B first hit and they'll just teleport in place, but it's like that doesn't get you any stage, and it also it just puts them above you, but, like, you can't really react to whatever they're going to do next, because, you know, they're going to be able to jump by the time. Yeah. Hi, Kioma, thanks for being here, sweetie. So anywho, green girl. Ugh.
Yeah, I switched.
Okay. Well, you can have your honey mustard salad, that's fine.
Hey, no. How do you play? I just always say that you're too poor to be able to prepare.
I've I have never heard somebody say that. That's so fucking funny. I'm gonna steal that. That's too. I love that. That bitch is too fucking poor to bleach her hair. That's hilarious. So like we're in the like the presence of the richest Zelda then, because this bitch's hair is like blonde. This is great. Okay, so yeah, let's just.
The one with the dark purple dress. I'm like, that's the geriatric.
Like that's the life alert Zelda. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and let's just play. So right there, just up be out of shield. Nope. Nope. Up be out of shield. Yeah, and just teleport away.
Different strategies for fighting things.
And that's okay. That's all right. But like it's gonna take some getting used to. Teleport away.
In that case, though, doesn't it?
So it gives up stage, but at the same time, it's like in a situation where they're on your shield. So I'm not telling you the reason I'm telling you to do up B every time, and like the reason I was telling you to like charge Phantom every time after you land a hit, is so eventually you can obviously like, well, it's not obvious, you can stray away from it, because I just want you to get comfortable with the situation. So yeah, like Bayo's like heal slide, if I just do like the first hit, it's very like, or the second hit too, it's very unsafe on shield. Like you can definitely get a grab. Like that's a situation where like grab out of shield's fine. Or if you want to do like, the short hop fair, or you want to do nair, whatever. But we still need to get comfortable with like just the muscle memory. So that's what we're trying to build, is like the reaction time and the muscle memory. So like we can fight. I'm just saying that like I want you to try to look for situations where if I hit your shield, I want you to try to actively think to just up B out of shield instead of doing whatever autopilot you already do.
Okay.
For this you should be able to, yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Ouch. Teleport away.
That was definitely it.
You're okay. I'm having to like ask you to like play completely differently, so of course you're no. But like right here is a great time to try to go for it, because like this is not safe on shield. It just might look like it's safe on shield, but like if you're in the corner and I'm doing like if I'm doing this, you being able to teleport to center and hit me up is like a fantastic situation for you to be in. So you asked the right question when you were like, doesn't this give up stage control? We want to eventually use it in situations where it will give us stage control. Or even if we give up stage control, it's like, by the time neutrals reset, if they're up here after the first hit and we're over here, we can usually like charge a Phantom to at least cover center stage. So it's like we can at least get in. Yeah, if I'm holding shield right here, definitely just wait. Wait for the shield to go away.
Yeah.
Teleport away. I'm not gonna always do it, but I'm just saying, if you get the hit, just up B and hold to the left or hold to the right. Okay.
Yeah, it's such an.
I know, but that's why we're working on it. Yep. And see, like you still got center. Like it's fine. The higher percent, the higher they're gonna go, which means like the more likely it is that you're gonna be able to reset that space. Good. Now right there, obviously, like, I'm not up close, so we want to only do it in situations where, like, if someone's up close to you. So you're fully charging Phantom a lot here. Definitely want to mix it up because, like, when you're fighting Bayonetta, like, she's going to be watching your Phantoms like a hawk. Because, like, this allows me to really, like, see. Like, I just know that, like, you're fully charging and you're not, like, releasing it early. You're not fully, yeah. And you're not, like, fully charging it, and then once it's fully charged, then you're releasing it. Like, you definitely want to mix up your Phantoms a lot against Vale. Like, almost every time. So she never knows, like, which one you're going to be trying to do. I'm glad you did up B, like, as the last thing that we did. Girl, no! You totally caught me off guard there when you tried to up B into me. I've never seen you do that before. But do you at least see, like, the potential of what I'm talking about, like, being in a situation? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot, like, especially against Fox. It's one of my favorite things to do against Fox. Because it really makes them respect Zelda's shield a lot more, because they really don't have very many things that they can throw out on Zelda's shield that's, like, safe. Like, the one thing I think that they have, like, if I looked, I'm just gonna look real fast just to double check, is, like, if we do out of shield, let's see, out of
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's I don't think it's up tilt. I think up tilt is definitely punishable by up B.
By up B.
Yeah, like, so Zelda versus Fox. So unpunishable is his Nair and his bear. So if he fast falls a Nair and fast falls a bear on you, then it's not punishable. Every other move he has is punishable with up B. So if he up airs your shield, if he lands on you with an up air, if he F tilts your shield, if he jab ones your shield, Fox can run up and jab one you, and you can shield it. And before he can, like, if you're buffering it, before he's able to, that's what I'm saying, before he's able to even get the second jab out, if you shield the first jab, you can immediately up B punish him. I think another good example, and something that, you know, I'm just kind of thinking of myself here is against Samus. So Samus's jab on shield is -10, which means that if Samus does a jab, you know how she does, like, jab one and then she does, like, dash back, whatever. If she's close enough, we can just up B her for fucking jab one-ing our shield. Then it's like when if she jab ones you and it's like she doesn't follow up, but you do get hit by jab one, that's when you just, like, want to buffer jump, or you just want to do dash back afterwards, because she's gonna try to, like, dash back grab you, or she's gonna, like, try to, like, you know what I mean, like, she does, like, little silly shit like that. So that's another situation where it's like we can just avoid that situation altogether if we just up B out of shield. So, like, Samus neutral B, she's +4 on shield with a charge shot. Her Zair and her Nair, we can't punish. Everything else she does on our shield, we can up B. So that's kind of why, like, I don't know, I really think that this is something that a lot of Zeldas just don't think about. They don't think about it as a get out tool, because, like, that's sort of like what I think the teleport was designed for, but so many of us try to, like, use it as, like, this, like, gap closer where we just, like, try to, like, teleport into somebody, or we try to use it as, like, a kill option where we're trying to, like, up B out of shield and combo into the second hit. to get a kill. But since, in my opinion, since it's so easily like accidentally DIable, you know, like an opponent, like you'll teleport up and they like they went to the left for some reason. It's not because they reacted to you doing up B. It's because they're holding a direction because they're like trying to like roll, or they're like, if they started a roll and you hit them before their roll came out, like the first couple frames before the roll starts, like that can cause that to happen. Or a perfect example is like a Roy who like does like a fair on your shield. He's still holding fair because he wants to like dash past you after the fair. But if you up B him, even if he's at kill percent, it's such a risk. So it's like, how do we mitigate that risk? Okay, well, I'll still take the up B out of shield, but I'm just going to chip damage you. I'm just going to give you like 6% and I'm going to get out of that situation. I would much rather you do that, and a lot of, like all Zeldas really do that, than just try to get these kills where it's like fair out of shield, oh, you missed. Down throw, back air, oh, you missed. Up B out of shield, oh, you missed. If we clean these issues up, like you can be a lot more of a, you can last a lot longer in a match because you're not giving up your advantage state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think for me, like you said, I don't try and teleport into very frequently.
You don't.
For me, like I'm conditioned to think like teleporting around is like very risky. So like that's why it's so like last match I was struggling to do anything but like up B straight up because that's the only way I've used it as a kid.
Sure, exactly. You know, so I definitely think that that's something that, you know, we can work in and work on. But I'm really excited for you because these three things, these are the three main takeaways I kind of want you to take from just this last half hour. And like I said, you'll be able to watch this stream again and go over and see, you know, what I pointed out and like whatnot. But being able to mitigate risky play, when we always ask ourselves as a fundamental rule, how do I play as non-committal as possible? How do I let the kill happen? How do I keep myself available? All of these things do that. So, you know, if you're fighting against, you know, like the young Link, and the young Link like runs up and does like let's say you fight Z again, right? If you're fighting against Z3 and, you know, he's pressuring your shield a lot, it can be kind of hard to know exactly what you should do. But the young Link is a girl. Okay. So yeah, the young Link, if she is pressuring your shield a lot, and it's like hard to know what to do, because like young Link is a character where it's going to be a lot more difficult because they have a lot more moves that are safe on your shield, like Nair, Fair, Bear, Zair, Side B. Those are the 5 moves that they have that are completely safe. But if you start learning, okay, if they jab 1 or jab 2, if they run up and jab your shield, you can just immediately up B and get them off of you and just get out of that pressure situation. Because characters who have safe aerials on shield, that's their whole game plan. They get up in Zelda's face, you're shielding, they hit your shield, and they're like, some players will wait. Like, I'm sure that she does too. She'll probably hit your shield, and sometimes she'll probably wait to see if you do something, and then she'll punish whatever you do afterwards. It's because she can like throw out a Nair on your shield and then hold shield, and then it's like you jump and you throw out fair, and now you whiffed, and a whiffed fair, I think I talked to you about this before, is -36 on shield.
Right. Yeah.
So now it's like the whole reason you threw that out is because you're trying to punish something she did to you. So now what you do is, you know, if she dares your shield, fairs your shield, bears your shield, zares your shield, side B's your shield, you know that those are situations where it's like you really have to hold shield and you have to like be a lot more patient. But if she does anything else to your shield, like if she runs up and jabs it, if she lands on you with an up air, if she does an F tilt on your shield, those are all situations where it's like, if she's close enough to smack with the hitbox, then you can just up B and get the fuck out. And I think that that's just like, it's crucial. It really is. It's just something I really haven't had the opportunity to like talk to you about yet, but it's just something obviously that's developed naturally as we've, you know, done these sessions together. So before we end the session for today, I think that you probably already do, but I just want to ask and make sure, do you feel that there are at least like two things that you have to take away from today's lesson?
Oh yeah, I mean, like lots to work on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the number one thing is probably that, like, hearing out Wendy that a B out of shield is like I'm thinking about it. For example, like Wolf, like my play against Wolf got infinitely better whenever I just started using up tilt, like
Yes.
on their income skills, but also like recognize to mix that up with the upbeat.
Okay. So for Wolf, just to throw this at you, and I'm not expecting you to memorize this, but just sort of being able to visualize it in this moment. So Wolf Nair and Wolf Up Air are the two moves that you will not be able to use this tactic against. But you will be able to use this tactic against every other move that they do on your shield. If Wolf like lands on you with a fair, if you buffer it, right? So as soon as he hits your shield, his fair is -6 on shield, but again, that is with perfect timing. If he does like a short hop and like lands on your shield with a fair, but he doesn't like do it frame perfectly, it gives you more time obviously to like get this out. So what I'm saying is like if you see your opponent jump in the air, this is sort of an option select is what it's called. This is a term used in fighting games where it's like if you do one input, it can cause multiple different things to happen, even though you're only doing one input. So you remember how I told you if you're holding shield and you're holding up and you're mashing the B button, if you're like mashing it, it won't do anything. So if they don't hit your shield, you don't lose anything. You're not risking anything. But if he jumps on your shield and you see that he's going for a fair and you start mashing that B button and you're holding up, as soon as you hit him, like it will. But what I'm saying is it will frame perfectly buffer it, and then at that point, it's just going to be on you to make sure that you teleport to the left or to the right. So yeah, I'm looking at his out of shield data right now. So it's like Wolf Fair, Wolf Bear, F smash, down smash, jab 1, dare, down tilt, dash attack. Like his dash attack even is -16 on shield. It's just the fact that he crosses this up so easily. But what's really nice is that if we look at our hitbox, which I would encourage you to do, ultimateframedataobviously.com, then or the app that works too. You'll be able to see like how big your hitbox is, and so you'll start to be able to get like a better idea of like, okay, like he crossed me up, but he didn't go the full distance. So if he's like right next to your shield and does a dash attack, you probably won't be able to hit him. But I guarantee you, if he hits your shield and he's not right next to you, you'll probably be able to still hit him with up B out of shield, just the first hit. So I would encourage you to really experiment with that. When you get grabs, we didn't really focus that much on this today, but when you get grabs, I really want you to focus on doing forward throw and back throw more often, just to get them away from you. Because the more that you're able to reset the space and opt to play neutral, the more data you're going to get from your opponent, and I think the better off you'll be, because you'll be limiting the scenarios in which like you get like a punish, but like you get a grab, but you're not getting anything off of it, and in turn like you're getting punished for trying to go for like a fair or a bear or an air out of your grab, which is not what we want. It's better for you to just throw them off stage, get the phantom. So and then so I want to make sure that you feel like you were able to get what you were looking for out of day-to-day session.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I always walk away far more than I possibly focus on in a week, but
and that's okay.
Well, I mean that's back through.
Good.
Or like truck pick up. Like if I have a spare moment, I'm absolutely exhausted of working on one thing or the other. I'll go back to like a previous note page, like try and work on something else.
Yeah. So I think from this point out, what I really want to start doing with you is I really want to visit the previous things we've gone over the past couple of sessions, and I want to iron them out, which is I really want us to like, focus on, for example, like this up B out of shield thing. Like it's one thing to implement, but we want to make sure it's implemented as effectively as possible, which will take time. But that's something that I want you to work on this week with your friends. Like when you play friendlies, when you go to your local, like just look for those situations where like if they're going to hit my shield, I'm just going to teleport out. And it's not so much that so you can win, it's so much that you can see like what it's doing for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, do you have any other questions or anything, Subs, for me before I end the session?
Just one last like thing.
Yeah.
That was a cool opportunity. So I was playing my Dubs group online.
Okay.
My partner and I, we had the opportunity because we came into our arena randomly. Quentin and Nairu came into our arena, and
nice.
we got to fight them for like 30 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, and I mean that like they utterly destroyed us. But they are like top level.
Oh sure.
It was a fantastic learning.
Is it the DDD Zelda?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I've seen them like do very well in a lot of doubles events. So I'm sure we could talk about it all night, but I'm sure that they have like a lot of like specific like setups that they do like as DDD Zelda, which my mind can only come up with so much. So I think that would be really cool to have an opportunity to play against them.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, and it was such a good team because like
yeah.
I mean we were my team, Rob and Zelda,
right?
But like it was an odd team. It was awesome to be able to play against.
Yeah. Well, Stubbs, I'm really glad that we were able to get our session in today and get some new focused on, and I'm glad we had that talk at the start before we jumped into things. So remember, I'm always an open source. You can always reach out to me at any time. And then after the stream, after like I end this, I'm gonna make the video live, and then I will post it in our thread so that way you can immediately have access to it. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And I mean, I'm a subscriber on your Twitch, so I know where to go to find it.
Okay, sure. Okay, great. All right, well, I just want to make sure that you had access to know where to go. So if there's nothing else, you don't have any questions, then I'll go ahead and end the session for today. But as always, I appreciate your dedication to learning and being a student of the game. And if you need me, I'm always here for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course, son. I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye. Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is something that is only going to be for subscribers. I just figured this is like a nice way to reward subscribers, and then also it's a good way for me to be able to upload like videos for my students. That way, everybody wins. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some elite / practice. So see you guys then. Bye.